Yo guys, what is up? We're back with another week of Windbreaker Season 2. And boy, I said it in the description box, but please, for the love of God, call an ambulance for these boys, because I don't care how you might try to say, it's anime and manga logic. People are falling down the stairs, getting beaten by metal pipes, wooden sticks, getting head stomped on. Like, please, before they end up developing some issues later down in life, or probably within the next few months. Like, Jesus Christ. But like last week was, I am assuming, the ending of the Kyo arc. It wasn't very long, but we can say for sure that we saved our boy. Okay, Sakura kept his promise, and so we'll just see what is the aftermath, or is there more to come. Like, I don't see these Kyo guys just kneeling at any time soon. I think they're probably going to want more, and there's going to be more damage later down the line. But I don't know. I don't read the manga, so I can't say. So without further ado, let's get into Windbreaker Season 2, Episode 3. So has no injuries on him whatsoever. Damn, he got recruited right after middle school. Gosh dang. Y'all beating up on an elementary school kid? Oh. Really? Y'all were high schoolers beating up on, like, probably, I'm assuming, like, an elementary. He looks like he's from elementary. Oh, he thought he was a savior at the time, not knowing that he was kind of crazy. Yo, you see he got no, nah. You see the look in his eye? You see the shadow creeping up? Influence. After what you did, Nah, you don't see the look in his eye, bro. You look at him, bro. Oh wow. Oh no. Boy. Oh god. Not this dude is a psycho. What you expect him to be getting that type of money? Bro. You they criminals, bro. That's why he felt he couldn't leave. They took advantage of like his naivety, like what? Dang. Join food in, bro. Like, come on, join real quick. Yeah. I mean, like, that's what he needs. A hug. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, at this point, leave Kill, join food in, and everything is solved. Okay? Unless they want a round two. Okay. Yeah, my boy got kicked down and everything. Loki, he looks like Nagisa from there. If you know Nagisa from Free. Mm. Yeah. Oh, he feels bad. Mm. Look at my boy. He just keeps walking. Somebody smacked him upside the head. Oh. Mm. Oh God. Telling me that y'all are friends. Stop taking so much on your shoulders. It is a warm feeling. I know you're feeling. You're starting to feel. You feel like the Grinch, and he's open. His heart is growing 3 times bigger. Mm. Oh, so Keel is a new group. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it's just like, okay, yeah, you guys want to do horrible acts, but to follow this particular dude who's crazy, something, okay, that makes sense. Is he still injured from the time? Dang, he really bit into his neck. Choji. Then again, probably like a day or two passed since that fight with Ting Ting. Oh, okay. Y'all don't know Umami. He's just chill like that, bro. And then he's gonna start crying. Watch the tear fall. The tear didn't fall yet. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, facts. Welcome to foodie. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. Why does Kaji have to help me the one who got like my boy gets embarrassed for the littlest of things. What? Oh, yeah. We got the trio back. Yeah, you did. You did. You did. There's more. Hold on. I knew there was more. Something didn't seem because what Kachi said. Damn, they all beat up. They've been like that all day. Who are you? Who are you? Boy, tan it up. Okay, I'm glad I stayed till the very end. Um, because that new dude, because what Kaji said after the whole scruffle, so that means the Keel arc is done. Very short, but more so I feel like the Keel arc, the whole part of it is to show the qualities of Sakura being the first year captain, and also taking on the responsibilities and also learning what it means to depend on other people. Because as we know, Sakura's story is he came into this town, I forgot the town's name, thinking that like, I'll beat the top, which is Umamiya, and by taking his place everybody can respect him, right? Everybody will fear him, simply stemming from loneliness and people being scared of him for two reasons. Either he was violent or simply because of how he looked before he even got violent. The only reason why he would get violent is because people had prejudice and biased views on him simply because of how he looked. Mismatched hair and heterodemia, I believe that's the name, help me pronounce that name, different colored eyes. Something that, one, he did not purposely do to himself. He was born like that, right? I'm assuming so. So he was already being judged simply because of how he looked, and to protect himself he had to fight all these years. So now being in this town, being in this school, and being surrounded by these people who are actually very kind and courteous, and as I forgot her name, but she was basically the one saying that like, when you're looking down, look up and you'll see who you're all surrounded by, right? And so I think, based on what we saw in Keel, the relationship with Anzai and Nagato and Tsuchiya, right? Those trio, those childhood friends, and how each one will risk their own well-being to care for the other, was in a way paralleling what Fuden is to Sakura, and how everybody in that school and in his grade, with Nire, So, Kiriya, Tsukishita, as much as he doesn't care, he actually does. It's just a lot that you have to unveil. And all the others, right? They showed that they care. They would do the same thing for Sakura if he was in the same position. And knowing that he's never been treated as such before, understandably so, it's still going to take him quite a while. But I feel like this arc was, because it started from last season, the ending of episodes 11 to 12, or 12 to 13, right? And it's paralleling on like Sakura learning to start to trust other people. And even when they discuss in this episode how like when they were in the restaurant with Umamiya and what's his name, Hiragi, right? And how Sakura felt frustrated that his body, usually he could just wild out, right? No cares given. If he wants to beat up somebody, he beat him up. We seen what our boy can do, all right? Season 1 already showed you. But then when he saw Nire get hurt, and then all of his other classmates got hurt, his body froze. It shows that he's leaning more into them. He's starting to trust them more, and seeing someone he cares about, whether he acknowledges or not, put him in that frozen state, right? So this arc parallel again like Anzai, Nagato, and Suicha, as well as paralleling how Sakura felt towards his classmates and his friends, right? The care and admiration and just the well-being of all of them. And so he's opening up little by little. We're still going to get the very tsundere Sakura, but we can clearly see that this is probably the biggest stepping stone so far for his characterization moving forward on how much everybody means to him. And now he's not only going to be fighting for himself, but he's going to be fighting for others. Not that he's going to take care of himself, but now he's learning how to care for others. He's not going to be pushing them away, even when he was just like self-blame and everything. Everybody else had their reasons on why they were frustrated after this fight, but it was never to blame him. Before, usually if stuff did happen like that prior to him meeting Fuden and all that stuff, he would have been blaming himself or probably viciously attacking the next person to get over it, right? So yeah. Now in terms of like where Kaji, and it made sense because I'm like, this, he brought up a good point, like this group following by whatever his name is, I forgot, he's not going to be relevant after this, the head of Keel, going around just making destruction. But it's just like, how would any of these guys in the Keel group follow him? There had to be someone pulling the strings, because this dude is insane by himself, right? No sane person, even when you're doing destructive things, is going to follow by this guy. They were following something else through fear. And then now we saw this dude who is tatted up. He looked like it was this anime that either came out last year or the year before. He is the Demon King. He came to Earth and he just likes anything soft and cuddly. Okay, I forgot the name, but if you know what I'm talking about, probably one of you guys saw it. And then he was very sweet to two little kids, but they turned out to actually be angels. But they're watching the Demon Lord just go about. He's supposed to destroy Earth, but he always gets distracted by something cute or cuddly or soft, pandas and stuff. If you know, you know. Drop the name of the series. But I was reading the manga way before the anime ever dropped. But besides the point, he looked like him. I don't know why, but that dude looks like he's going to be a menace for, I'm guessing he's one of the bad guys for the next arc. Because since this is the end of the Q arc, which wrapped up in what, relatively 4 or 5 episodes, now we're going to get into the next arc, assumingly by starting next episode, if not episode 5, right? And that's going to cover for the remaining of this season, without a doubt. Given how much merch and stuff they sell for Windbreaker, this is going to get multitude of anime seasons, and how they keep upping up with the action and the animation and everything, without a thing. I'm going to try to get as much volumes as I can once I get like enough space, because I want to get more volumes of Windbreaker and everything. I do have volume 1. Okay, I do have volume 1, but I have not read the manga. After season 2 is done, I am going to start reading the manga, so no spoilers. If you have read the manga, you're currently reading it, of course, like I say, no spoilers, but do tell me how you felt about this episode versus the chapter or chapters it adapted from, nothing further. Anime onlys, how do you feel about that end scene, that new dude? Like, do you think he's going to be a major problem in the future? Is there something more ominous in the future for Fuden and Sakura and all the others? How do you feel about this Keel arc? What were you able to take away from it? And just overall thoughts and views of episode 3 of Windbreaker season 2. Okay, the links are in the description box, so you guys go check it out. And I'm Kimi-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. With